50 Cent just exposed French Montana's so-called marriage to a Dubai princess. And the way he put it, the whole thing looks fake. Every time French's name slides into the blogs, 50 is right there waiting with shade. But this time, it wasn't just a random jab. 50 deadass implied that French didn't marry for love at all, but as a calculated escape plan. And now people are questioning if this royal fairy tale is really just smoke and mirrors.
You know, so I usually do my homework. I'll find somebody who knows somebody or something. They could give me some information, like who is it? Like who is he? And you know, Frenchie, they got me the tape. They got me the tape of his mother's house, where his mom's work at. You know what I'm saying? The other cribs, the studios, stuff like that.
On the surface, the headline sounded like a flex when French Montana engaged a Dubai princess worth billions. To fans who only skim, it looks like French finally leveled up from Coke Boy days to global royalty. But when you scratch under all that glitter, the story starts to wobble. People are saying this move had less to do with romance and way more to do with survival. Think about it. French spent years in Diddy's shadow, living the bad boy lifestyle, taking deals, getting the cosigns, and being part of everything that's now under investigation. After the raids, the lawsuits, the whispers about freak-offs and shady deals, French's name was floating too close to the fire.
Hey, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I love this man. Love you, King.
And right when that heat turned up, boom, he pops out at Paris Fashion Week with a Dubai princess on his arm. The timing was too clean to ignore, and the details made it even louder. Reports said her family is worth over $18 billion. That's not regular money, that's generational oil money. Money that doesn't just buy comfort, it buys protection. You marry into that. You don't just get a mansion, you get a shield, a passport, and a spot in a place where the feds can't just pull up like it's New York. To some, it looked like romance, but to others, it looked like French trading one master for another. Because here's where 50's shade cuts sharp. He basically said French didn't get saved. He got bought. And when you look back at French's history, the picture connects. Remember when he signed with Bad Boy? He had other offers. Rick Ross was interested. Kanye's camp circled. Rock Nation was an option. But French went with Puff. He even admitted he got less money up front, but he still chose Diddy. Fans always wondered why. But after all the recent scandals, people think they know the answer now. So fast forward, and the internet can't help comparing. With Puff, he was the boy toy with champagne deals and shirtless party clips. With Dubai, he's suddenly a royal accessory, sharper suit, bigger watch, but the same question, who's really in control? People are already dragging him, saying he traded in Diddy for Dubai, and that he better hope them sheiks don't treat you like Puff did. And let's not act like Dubai's world is picture perfect. Stories about royals controlling everything from people's diets to their personal lives have been swirling for years. Influencers fly out chasing glam and come back whispering about being treated like props at palace parties. If even half of that is true, French didn't escape fire. He just walked into a hotter one with a gold trim. So when 50 Cent clowns him, it hits harder than a joke because maybe 50 isn't just trolling. Maybe he's warning that at the end of the day, French might think he won by locking in with billions, but he sees a man who swapped freedom for a fancier leash. And if history repeats itself, this new leash won't be easy to break. Y'all, 50 Cent just threw shade at Big Meech again. This time over a simple picture that's got social media cutting up. So here's what went down. Lil Meech decided to post a fresh set of photos and videos of his father. One slide had Meech covering his face while his dad smiled, another had him standing tall with his braids, and another just vibing for the camera. Nothing wild, just a father and son moment. But the comments, they lit up instantly. People were clowning Big Meech's outfit, saying they need to burn his outfit. And one even said he looked like a DTLR mannequin. But mixed in with the jokes were fans genuinely happy to see him alive, free, and smiling after decades behind bars. That dual reaction already had the internet split. Now, here's where it escalated. A couple of days later, Big Meech posted his own video on a balcony, ocean in the background, smiling at the camera with one leg propped up, holding a black bag. He just stood there grinning, almost like a freeze frame. And that's when Dreezy herself popped into the comments, writing, "Why? You don't just take a picture." That one line had everybody cracking up. Fans were saying it looked like a mannequin challenge, that Meech didn't realize phones don't need to roll video for a pose anymore. One person joked, going from a beeper to an iPhone 17 will do to your mind. Another said, tell me you don't have an uncle that did time without telling me. And just like that, Meech became meme material overnight. But while social media laughed, 50 Cent wasn't amused. You guys know 50 has had this weird back and forth with Big Meech ever since Meech's release. He produces the BMF series, literally based on Meech's life, and at first it looked like nothing but respect. But the second Meech was spotted aligning with Rick Ross, 50 flipped the script. He went online, called Meech a rat, even threatened to cut Lil Meech from the show. So when this new balcony clip dropped, 50 couldn't resist. He fired off another dig, saying Meech shouldn't even be hyped up because he can't go out after 6 p.m. He doubled down, claiming Meech wasn't even really going to be at his own Welcome Back concert. And let's not forget that concert lineup includes Kodak Black, 42 Doug, Sexy I Red, and yes, Rick Ross. Rose is a known supporter of Meech, even name-dropped him back in 2010 on BMF. That history right there is exactly why 50 keeps pushing buttons. He feels like Meech siding with Rose is a betrayal, and every photo or video Meech drops just gives him ammo to clown. Except, Meech finally clapped back. He didn't call 50 out directly, but he made it clear he's not folding.
I wasn't going to address this, because I'm not trying to let nobody trick me off the streets. But I never folded, never told, never will.
Then he pivoted to promoting his upcoming show, saying he's only doing it for his loved ones and family. That right there tells you he's not interested in going back and forth. He's trying to rebuild his legacy. But 50, he lives off smoke. If Meech posts a smile, he's got a problem. If Meech posts with Rose, he's got a problem. And now even a balcony pose with Dreezy in the comments has turned into shade territory. The question now is, how long can this keep going before it gets ugly? Because Meech is still adjusting to life outside after 30 years, while 50 is still running the TV show that keeps Meech's name alive. And right now, every picture Meech posts is another battlefield.